What's up, YouTube? Tops85401 here, and thought I'd go live. Hopefully my Wi-Fi will hold up. We'll see. Last time I went live with Eric on Friday, yeah, I was like this. But, so we'll see what happens. But I figured I'd start this live feed off with some pickups I got today. So, went on a 27 mile bike ride, and I stopped by the LCS because, of course, I had to relax, eat a little something, drink some water, and pick up cards in the middle of my bike ride. So here's what I picked up. Or actually, this I didn't pick up on my bike ride. I got this one off eBay, and it came in today. A nice Vanguard high voltage. This one's a parallel number to 199. Snoop, you at work, buddy? What's up, Aaron? How you doing, man? So, yeah, we need to talk, Aaron, because, yeah, we need to hang out later on this year. Then I got this Frank Thomas. And just so you guys know, Snoop, Aaron, and if people are going to watch this archived, my wife is going in for surgery on the 31st, which is a week from today, I think. Yeah, a week from today. Damn. A week from tomorrow. I'm losing track of time. So, what up, Zombie Collector? How you doing, buddy? So there we go. Got this Sosa at the LCS. Nice little patch on there. So very nice. And then found that in the what was it? Buy one get one free bin. It was like $5. So got that one there. And then this was awesome, man. I couldn't believe I found a Bonds card in one of their bargain bins that I don't have. But this is a nice one. This features Miguel Tejada and Barry Bonds. And that's a dual bat relic from Topps Pristine. I know Aaron Davis will appreciate this. He likes these older relic cards. But that's a great card there. And, of course, they were the dual MVPs in 02, Bonds and Sosa. So and they're both Bay Area guys. So love that card. Yeah, I got, what's funny is I got the refractor version of this card, but I didn't have the non-refractor version. So it was really cool to add it into the collection. And I think actually maybe the refractor version is jersey swatches instead of bat relics. I'd have to go back and look. I cannot remember. And then this thing here, they wanted $40 for it. This Jeter SP rookie. And the reason why is you can kind of see right here. There's a little bit of damage to the surface. So, but for $40 I couldn't pass it up. So I got that one. Like right there. You can see a little bit of damage here. But cool card. And then this thing was pretty sweet. This Kirby Puckett 84 top or Fleer update. You don't own the Jeter card, Aaron? I'll have to send you out one, man. So that's but knowing you probably want like a high grade example. So anyways, this Puckett's graded a 6. But I asked the LCS, how much you want for the Puckett? And they told me $8. I was like, $8? Jesus, okay, I'll pay that. And I figured out what the damage was on the card. It's, there's like a little bit of damage right there on the corner. So I want the 84, what was that? Pepino Man? Here, I'm going to try to see what he said. I want the 84 Fleer complete set so bad. Big dollars. You mean the Fleer update probably. So Cub fan wants to know how it is out here in California. It's raining in Florida. It's pretty nice out here in California. I went on a 27-mile bike ride today, and it was probably about 75, 80 degrees and breezy, just perfect. I didn't get overheated or anything. I had a great bike ride. So, and of course, that's when I stopped by the by the LCS. Yeah, $8, man, for that pucket. I couldn't say no, man. I figured they'd ask like 30 or 40 bucks because it's graded a 6. So when they told me $8, I was like, okay, I'll take it. So this is probably one of the last times I'll be able to hang out here on YouTube before my wife gets her surgery, because after she gets her surgery, I'm going to be pretty much like Nurse Nate. But yeah, it's a steal for sure, Aaron. Where's my Giants cup? I actually have a bunch of Giants cups. Many of them are displayed here in the man cave. But I don't have them. I'm not drinking out of one right now. I do have some I can drink out of, but you know, that's coffee. I don't have a Giants coffee cup. So thank you, Kevin, for sending your thoughts the way of my wife. So that's awesome. But I don't know. I'll be more worried about the surgery the day of. Right now, I'm just not so worried about it. It's one of those things. It'll catch up to you. So everybody going to the National, have a great time, guys. Have enough fun for me too. I'm really gonna miss everybody this year. Looks like it should be a good time. But next year in Chicago, I know a lot of people are going to be at that one. I think Chicago's a little bit easier for people to get to because it's more centrally located. Even though when I went to Cleveland in 2014, it was pretty. It was an easy trip for me. I didn't have any problems getting in and out of Cleveland. So Bink Scott says he'll be in Chicago. Atlantic City in 2020. Yeah, Atlantic City. I probably will not be going to that one. That's a pain to get to, just especially when you're on the West Coast, because you got to fly into Newark or whatever, New Jersey, and then you got to drive all the way to Atlantic City, or I don't know where else you'd fly into. I guess I've never really done the research, but it's there's still a lot of traveling involved even when you get off the airplane. So, oh, Philly, okay, Philly. I think Mike O is telling me that. Somebody, well, if I could fly into Philly, might be worth it. Hey, what's up, Joey? How you doing, buddy? Love those cards you're going to cross over. I just hope you don't cross over that Aaron, because that thing looks so gorgeous on that SGC slab. I know you're a PSA dude, but from Cali. PSA from Cali. But yeah, man. That card looks so beautiful. I don't know. I like the way SGC looks. And it'll be interesting to see what the big announcement is from SGC, because Snoop, I know he's in the room right now. He was talking about they're going to make an announcement at the National. Hey, Mikey, how you doing, buddy? Hot, I know it's hot in Sacramento. SGC for the win. Oh, yeah, well, I figured I'd give you my opinion, Joey, just because, yeah, I figure you might appreciate it. Hey, what's up? I see Mark is in here. We got Mike Line. So, in the hundreds all week out in Sac. Wow. Hope you got a swimming pool, Mikey. Actually, you do have a swimming pool out in your apartment, right? So, anyways, for you guys that hopped in late, I'll show you guys the cards I picked up today. I think there's a lot more people in here now than earlier. So I got this in the mail from eBay. A nice high voltage parallel, numbered to 199 from Pacific Vanguard. I think these are like 1999 or 2000 Vanguard. And then Mikey, why don't you use the pool, man? This is a cool Pantheon. Big Hurt. So there we go. I love this one. Guys, what do you think of this one? A nice little patch card of Sammy Sosa. I was on the phone earlier today with my buddy Chris, and we were talking about how Sosa never signs. So anyway, that's a cool card. And then got this Wade Boggs Joyzy card. Him featured in the Boston uniform. I definitely, if I pick up Boggs stuff, I always like him and a Boston uniform more than any other uniform. Like Tampa Bay and Yankees just don't look right. Boggs has got to be in a Boston uniform. Then I got this dual relic card with Barry Bonds and Miguel Tejada from Pristine. Picked up this Jeter SP. Not in the best shape, but always good to add one of those when you can. And then a classic 84 Fleer Update. Kirby Puckett. One of my favorite cards of the 80s. Just love that image. A Kirby just kneeling with that bat. Great image right there. So, yeah, Victor, of course, yes, I'm sure you did like Boggs when he played for your New York Yankees. For sure. So whatever direction you guys want to go, I just figured I'd go live and see where everybody wanted to go. I see I'm 10 minutes in, 11 minutes in already, but I'll hang out here and we'll talk about whatever. I always like it when the audience kind of steers the direction of the conversation. Long time no see on the, yeah. Oh man. How many home runs in the game, Mikey? Yankees win. What's up? I'm not familiar with you, so I don't know if I'm subscribed to your channel or not, but welcome to the live stream, and thanks for hopping in tonight. And can you get pink eye from farts in the pool? Okay, just so people that are watching this archived, Pepino Man wants to know if you can get farts from the pool. Pink eye from farts in the pool. I would say probably not. But I'll tell you if you jump in the pool and say epic card giveaway for Silver Jackify and then you fart, then you probably won't get pink eye. So so someone's learned that the hard way. Any unlicensed sticker auto event from Bonds card? Any unlicensed sticker auto event worn Bonds cards? I'm sure that Panini has some. I got a lot of Panini cards, but they're all on card auto. But I've seen a lot of sticker autos come out of that product. And I don't know if there's event. I know there's a lot of event worn cards of Bonds, like from like home run events and stuff like that. But those are from like the early 2000s, I think. I think Donruss Studio put out a bunch of cards like that. So, and the Cardinals who got called up and... No, man, that's pretty cool. Some guy from the Cardinals pitched 7 no-hit innings as a call-up today. You're going to make some YouTube response videos now? All right, Aaron, well, have fun with your response videos. I know I got probably 1 or 2 more I got to make. It seems like a lot of people are there's a lot of videos going around with people looking for response videos. So, way to start a player PC, thinking about collecting A-Rod, but have no clue on where to start. Okay, so Yankees Win wants to know what would be the best way to start a player collection. And he's thinking about an A-Rod, but has no clue where to start. So I could tell you that, I don't know, are you trying to figure out who to collect or how to start a player collection? I mean, all right, Aaron, okay. So anyways, to kind of, like if I were to start fresh on my Bonds player collection, the first thing I would do would be to create a checklist of every card that there is of Barry Bonds. So if you're thinking about starting an A-Rod collection, the best advice I could give is print out a list of every Alex Rodriguez card ever produced, and then as you pick up cards, check them off the list immediately before you do anything. That way you can keep track. And I bet you A-Rod's got 15 to 20,000 unique cards. And then as far as like picking up cards of A-Rod, to get started, I would go on eBay and pick up like like a lot that says like 500 different A-Rod cards or something like that. And you could usually pick up lots like that for between $50 and $60, something like that. And that way you get a really, 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 really good start on some of the base cards that you're going to be needing of him. And then as far as like picking up the higher end stuff, just, you know, as you know, just be patient. Don't pay big money right away. Don't like think that you have to pay big money for the tougher to find stuff. Be patient. And also there's an Alex Rodriguez player collector group on Facebook. You could join that and you can get help from some of the collectors on that Facebook group. And of course, make videos on YouTube. So that's kind of a in general, quick guide on how to start a player collection. So I'm going to go back and read some of the other comments and see what yes, Hall of Fame collector said buy a few lots, then sell your doubles and lots, or use to swap them with others. That's a good advice. Hey, what's up, Manny Casillo? Good to hear from you, buddy. Miss your videos. You haven't made one in a while, so I look forward to your next one. Yes. Oh, you got to print up a Bernie Williams checklist. Yeah, that Victor Negron wants to do that, so that would be a good idea. We got Philly Mike would like to start a bunch of cheap base cards and work your way up. Yep. So Philly Mike says get cheap base cards and work your way up. COMC is a good place as well, but if you're starting a fresh player collection, the best advice I give is pick up a giant lot on eBay. I mean, you can find 500, 600, maybe even 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 card lot, all A-Rod cards, and that's just a great way to start a player collection. So, and so Joey Brings It came up, has a good suggestion too. He says start your collection with a couple of autograph cards and start by picking up your favorite team he played on. So I guess if you're a Yankee fan, pick up all his Yankee cards is what Joey's saying. I would do only the Seattle cards first, but if that's just his humble opinion, yeah. Yeah, I do like A-Rod and the Seattle uniform the best. That's when I really enjoyed watching A-Rod. After A-Rod left Seattle, he went to Texas. That was just kind of a weird time in his career. And then he wasn't really. The Yankee fans didn't like him as much as a lot of the other, as much as Seattle. He never was a big Yankee fan favorite. Let's just say that. Awesome. So Yankees win says awesome. That's some of the best advice. All right, cool. Well, glad everybody in here gave you some good advice. Yeah, do a video if you pick up a player lot of A-Rod. I'd love to see what you pick up. I wish that's how I would have started my bonds collection, is pick up a giant lot on eBay. But then, of course, when I started collecting bonds, they didn't really have eBay. And if they did, it was all, you know, everybody was selling singles. They weren't selling big lots. Gives an official, oh, okay. So Snoop says SEC never get an official start date. They are supposed to be making a big announcement at the National. Yeah, so we're all waiting for the announcement from SGC at the National. That's how I feel with Griffey. So Hall of Fame collector says he feels, yeah, everybody likes Griffey in a Seattle uniform. Not so much the Reds. Griffey was not, I mean, yeah, as soon as he went to Cincinnati, it seemed like he was cursed with injuries at least. And then he just, like, all his career projections and numbers that he was projected to do just kind of dwindled off from there because he was injured so much. It was just more bad luck than anything. I think Cincinnati fans loved Griffey, but it just, his career never took off. Oh, everybody wants to talk about the Jose Uribe card. All right, so, man, I'm way behind on all your comments. But anyways, guys, how many of you guys are aware of that 1990 Fleer Jose Uribe card that you see on eBay? I will talk about that card briefly. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, but somebody, from what I understand, is somebody put that card on eBay for like $2,000. Just a card that's literally worthless. It's not even a 10-cent card. It's a 1-cent card if you buy 20 of them. 20 for a penny is what that card's worth. but somebody jokingly put it on eBay for like $2,000, and now there's, yeah, as a hoax, exactly. And now people are actually spending a lot of money on that card, and it's just it just shows you how bandwagony this hobby is, and it almost explains why some of the rookie cards sell for what they do when people are hot. That Jose Uribe card is the embodiment of the bandwagon effect, and it's the embodiment of the ignorant effect. There are a lot of collectors out there that don't understand what cards are valuable, why they're valuable, what makes a card valuable. They just want to jump on a bandwagon. So that's that's my thoughts on the Jose Uribe card. But if you look at the completed and sold listings on that card, I've seen listings as high as $100 that where they actually sold, and a lot of listings between $10 and $20. It's unbelievable. And me personally, if I had a copy of that card, I would never put it on eBay and try to sell it for $20 because I would. That's just not right. It's not healthy for the hobby for stuff like that to happen. So, yeah. So, anyways, launderer for money. No, that's not money laundering to put that. Well, huh? That would be kind of a. That doesn't really make sense. Oh, okay. I think I understand what you're saying. Like, someone bought the card so they could launder money, but that doesn't make sense. But it's a pretty interesting theory. What up, Brian? What up, Max? Brian, Max, check this card out I got today. I think you'd appreciate it just because it's a classic. It's not that old, but it's the oldest one I got today. 1984 Fleer Update, Kirby Puckett. Man, I love this card. So, but I guess, Brian, you're getting pumped up about the National, right, buddy? I know you're going to finally meet up with your buddy Michael again. That's your, you like that card, huh? Right on. So I know you guys always, you and Michael always meet up at the National and swap Hank Greenberg cards. So sorry I'll miss it this year, but one seller has a Jose Uribe for $758,000 plus shipping. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if someone bought that card, that would definitely be money laundering, especially if he bought it off himself. Yeah, thank you for digging on the Puckett, Max. Yeah, man, it was a blast last year. I'm sure you guys will be in Chicago, which I will be in Chicago in 2019. I keep saying 2018. That'll be in 2019. Well, Aaron was on here earlier. Aaron Davis. Aaron Davis and I were both gonna go to the National together, but because I'm not going, he's not going. So just so you know, he will not be at the National. He's actually making video responses right now. That's what he said when he left the room. He's going to go make some video responses. And Pepino, man, we got to get you out to Chicago in 2019. So if maybe Aaron Davis will drive up here and we'll all go together. You could, so that'd be pretty fun. Yeah, he's pretty busy. I think he's Aaron is catching up with family time. It seems to be what he's been doing lately because he was working so much at his job. Now they cut back his hours and he's catching up with his family, which I think is awesome because I know that's something that is important to him. So you guys got to make videos. Everybody going to the National this year, please make videos so I can vicariously enjoy the National through your videos. So we got somebody, DeBlue, Yokes, DeBlue has been at National a couple of times. So, hey, what's up, Joe? How you doing, buddy? Silver Jackify. I don't have a pool, so I got an idea for a video. I don't know if you ended your giveaway yet, but Anyway. So Joe, you'll appreciate these cards I got today. They're off grade, but I picked them up real cheap at my LCS. I was on a bike ride. I know for a lot of people that have been in here a while, but I got to let the new people know. I was on a 27-mile bike ride, and of course, I conveniently was in the neighborhood of my LCS, and I picked this card up. Nice and shiny. And then I got this one. It's a 6, and I asked the LCS how much they wanted for it. They told me $8. $8 for a PSA 6 1984 Kirby Puckett rookie card. I couldn't turn it down. So, what's up, Scott? Welcome to the hangout. Hitman 23. What's up, Michael? Or Mike? Mr. Don Mattingly, collector. And I love that. I loved your B-side video, man. That was just such a cool collection that you were showing off. That was a great binder. Yeah, $8 all day. Tell me about it, man. I figured they'd tell me like 20, 30, 40 bucks, something in there. But yeah, that was that. I think that your B-side video, I mean, they were just so fun to just like an idea for a collection I would have never thought of as players in a batting cage. That was just cool, dude. Love that idea. And they look great in there. I was waiting for the Cecil Fielder rookie card to show up in that binder, and it did, but it wasn't in the batting cage part. It was like in an 86 Topps Blue Jays team set. And for whatever reason, I think like half the 86 Topps Blue Jays players were at the batting cages. So the photographer must have hit them up during, pregame or something. It's funny, like when you look through a set of cards, you can almost paint a picture on the story of the photography for that set. Like the 81 Fleer set, almost all the cards were taken in, I think it was Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, because, of course, Fleer is located in Philadelphia. Oh, listen to Silver Jackify. He was going to do a B-side vid and realize that he had nothing. That's awesome, man. So the whole point of the B-side isn't like cards that aren't worth anything. You could have cards that are very, like desirable. It's just stuff that people wouldn't think are in your collection. Wouldn't think that it would be something that you'd be interested in collecting, knowing what you typically collect. That was kind of like, so it doesn't have to be like some, whacked out wacko card. Like you could show a Jack Nicholson 1982 Donruss or, something like that. I know, and the only reason why I say Jack Nicholson 82 Donruss is somebody was asking me, can I put golf cards on my B-side? And I'm like, I don't care. It's a B-side collection, Hell, if you want, you could put YouTube PC cards in your B-side. I'm waiting for someone to do that. But there's no rules. I didn't make any rules. I just said show off some stuff that people wouldn't typically think that they would find in your collection that you like. So anyway, or that's what Eric said. I think Eric might have said that. So you have an obsession with 89 Donruss. Well, let me say something about 89 Donruss. That is a great set. And I love the borders on that set. I love everything about 89 Donruss, including the fact that they got did they get all the rookies? They got all the rookies, including like Ricky Jordan, right? Which he turned out to be a nobody, but he was hot for a while because he had a great rookie season. They got Hensley Mullins. I remember he was a real hot player. That's, I think, Hensley Mullins' only rookie card. Bam Bam, he was a Giants hitting coach too. And then you got the Kurt Schilling rookie card. And, of course, you got all the heavy hitters like Sheffield, Griffey, Biggio, Randy Johnson, Carlos Quintana, exactly, the rated rookie. Another one, Mike Harkey, rated rookie, right? I mean, they had all the great cards. That's just a great set. And also, 1989, I remember busting packs of that stuff looking for the Griffey. And that's why my favorite Griffey rookie, of course, is his 89 Upper Deck. But man, that Donruss is a close second. So, Epic Signature. I'm gonna start working on the set. Bonds 1999 Epic Signature. Scott, what brand is that? Because I don't know. I guess I could I guess I could pull out all my Bonds autos and show them off to you guys and look for it. But the Epic Signature, I don't know which one that is. There's one on eBay now. So, oh, PC Gonzalez. Joe Spice, you're oh, Miriam Gonzalez. Okay, I don't know who that is. So that would be a good B-side, right? I don't know how many people know who that is. Okay, I guess Brian wants to see my Bonds autograph collection. So I'll pull that out here. I got it in like 2 places, so I got to go. I got some of them are in a graded box because I do have a few graded cards, and then some of them are in another box I have. Favorite Bonds, non-memorabilia that I own. My favorite Bonds memorabilia card, non-memorabilia or autograph or whatever card that I own is a 1997 Finest Gold Embossed Refractor. I absolutely love that card. So, it looks like people are on eBay and hanging out with me here, so that's cool. Okay, so I'll get out the autos because people are asking to see them. And we'll see if I have that 1999 Epic Signature, what brand is that? I don't even know. I'm drinking coffee, dude. And I know that Mike, baseball collector, likes to know how we like our coffee when we go on Beyond the Cardboard. And I like it, well, I'm almost out, but I like it black. So there we go. So, how do you protect your wallet from women? All right, I'll be right back. All right, so first I'll get my graded ones out. I don't think, let's see, where are they? My graded Bonds autos. So we'll start with those. I don't have a ton of Bonds autos, not like some player collectors will have like hundreds and hundreds of autographs of their favorite player, but that's not something, when you collect a player like Barry Bonds, that's not something you can do because this shit is expensive. So, but I'll start with this one. And I actually bought this one, let me see if I can, well, I bought this one off of RBI Crew 7. And you guys, all you YouTubers are probably familiar with him. But I bought this off him on eBay about 4 or 5 months ago. So that's a beautiful Finest from 2007 Finest. I don't think this one is numbered. It is not. Okay, and then this one here. This is a Donruss Signature Series from 1997. And these ones are pretty tough to find. This is an older one. This is one of the playing day autographs of Barry Bonds. So we like those playing day autos. Oh yeah, the late 90s autos. All right, Snoop. Well, we'll be here. And then this one, oh man, this is like among modern autos, this is my favorite, well, my favorite non-relic modern auto. Let's just put it that way. That silver signature, it's my only, I try to get variety in my autos. I try to get older ones, newer ones. You know, this is a silver signature. So that's why I picked it up. I paid up the nose for it, but it was worth every penny. This card is just an absolute stunner, as Joey would say, stunner. And then I got a triple threads here. So I got another RBI Crew 7, one I got off RBI Crew 7 in here as well. I bought it from him personally at the 2014 National. So when I get to that one, I'll point it out. But this is a very nice, this is from 2006 Topps Triple Thread. So this is their inaugural product. I think it's 06. Yeah, 06. This is their inaugural year of their inaugural release, Triple Threads. So yeah, it's a beauty. And this is one of those sticker autos that I think this sticker auto actually adds to the card instead of takes away. And I also think that Bonds signed this after they put the sticker, because on the auto you can kind of see a little ink in the window at the very corner where he signed it. So they made some of the players may have signed it on card, even though the signature is on a sticker. And then this one is 2000 SP Chronography. Very nice. There. That's his old BBS auto. Probably the worst auto, the worst looking Bonds auto is when he was signing like this. But still, I mean, his auto, even when he didn't sign with full signature, it still looked really good. And this is the first year Bonds started using this signature. It's his full signature. Look at that shine. Love this card from 2005 Finest. This one's not numbered, but there's a stated print run of 70. And then this is the first year that also Bonds started like using his hologram. Let's see. And when he started using this hologram right here, that's a Barry Bonds hologram. When he started using that hologram, that's when he started signing with that kind of autograph. So I guess he figured if people are going to pay the extra money, like you know, like on the newer ones, there's a hologram on that one. So all the newer stuff has the holograms. And then this card here, I absolutely love this card. This card is an absolute stunner. And it's an old Star Company, Pittsburgh uniform. And this is 1991 Star. And that's what Bonds' autograph looked like in 91. So I'm fairly confident that he did a signing for the Star Company, because this card is very... you see a few examples of this particular autograph on this card. But it looks so perfect. Normally you want a blue ink auto. But this, you know, the Pirates are yellow and black, were their colors, and this card is just perfect. That autograph is perfect. I love this card. So, just really happy to have this one in the collection. And then this one is the only like this one I don't have documentation that or any authentication that it's real. And I know I talked about it when I first got it, and at first, I didn't think it was real, but I'm pretty confident that this card is, the autograph is real. I've just done a lot of research, and I really think it's real, so I might send it in. Joey, if you're here, maybe I'll send it to you, and we can send it to PSA, get a red flip on this bad boy. But anyway, that's just a great card. And then, so those are my graded ones. Let me get my non-graded ones out now. So I'll be right back. So you guys are still interested in seeing the rest of my Bonds autos? If so, I'll grab them. That's only like 10 cards or so. Thank you, Scott. Okay. All right. Everyone says, yeah, why not? Sure. Heck yes. Okay. I'll be right back. All right, I figured I'd bring the whole box out. So this is one of my boxes of Bonds cards. And this is all refractors, patches, and autos in this box. So anyway. Alright, so let me pull out the autographs. I think that's all autos. Maybe they're, no, they start on this this area here. Alright, so alright, I want to keep them in order. So, oh damn. Is that whole row? Oh damn. Okay, I didn't realize that whole row was autos. Alright, so alright, so here we go. I'll start with this stack here. So this is a nice older example from Topps Certified. These came out of Topps packs. But I love how Bonds signed right where you could really see the autograph on that one. So that's a nice card there. Love that card. And then an old Bowman Heritage. So these are his classic BBS autos that he used this autograph. Damn, when did he use this autograph? From like probably around 97 through 2004. He used the BBS auto. Or 96 through 2004. Maybe 97. Somewhere in there. He started 96 or 97. One of my favorites is this T206, a mini framed auto. Love that card. That's just a great card. And it is an on-card auto. I know that the window where the autograph might look like a sticker, but it's not. It's on card. They just, I guess they wanted the players to sign in there, so they have it like a different, like a sepia, almost like a sepia tint where the autograph was to be signed. So I got that one. And then, let's see here. One of my favorites on the old BBS auto is, this is like 2001 or 2002 Finest. Just a beautiful, and that's a refractor. All these autos are refractors, so there was no non-refractor option on that one, or card made. And then my Ricky Russo auto, see the finger? Right, my Barry Bonds Russo auto. But you can see the autograph there, right there where my finger is. See the finger? Got that one there. That's from Pristine. Topps Pristine. And then my buddy Ben just picked this one up. He showed it off in the Bonds Collectors group. So that was the Topps Pristine as well. That's another one of those on-card, or one of the sticker autos. But like the stickers in a window, similar to the Relic. And I think it really adds to the card. Just a nice looking card there. This one is one of my rarest autos from the, what was it called? Finest Moments. It's numbered to 2. So that's a cool card. And that has this full autograph. And then, one of my favorites, I could say that about a lot of these cards. This card is just really cool. And of course, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Transcendent. So this is from their inaugural product, I think 2016 Transcendent. So, it's a nice one there. Just love the Transcendent. This is, I think this is my only gold border auto. I think. But there we go. And so, yes, Brian, the border of that card has that decal edge. And then this one here, this is the first, I think this was the first card Topps made of Bonds. It was from 2016. The first Topps card Bonds had since 2006 or 2007, excuse me. And Bonds has some Topps product in 2016 and 2017. Only autographs. He does not have relic cards or base cards. Only autographs, which to me is nuts. But that's a really beautiful 5-star autograph. So there we go. And then this one here, this is another one of those like Topps, post-career Topps cards. This is a finest. What's this one numbered to? 20. 13 of 20. Nice card there. I picked this one up on Facebook. A lot of these cards I bought off people on Facebook, so that's a nice one. This one I bought from my buddy Eric, aka Titanic Taters. So another nice one. And everybody's favorite's coming up next. But we got that one. This one was out of order because these are all my Topps cards. So I guess this one should go. Okay. And that's the Bat Knob autograph. And there is a guy in my Barry Bonds collectors group that has met Bonds umpteen times, bought like 200, bats off Barry Bonds and autographed. He has like memorabilia, not so much cards. And I asked him about this card, on what year he thinks the knob is on this card, what year bat. And he said, he gave me a specific model and said it was between 93 and 97. The bat Bonds used between 93 and 97. So, have I ever received offers on this card? Believe it or not, no. I'd never once... I think people know I'm not going to sell it, so no one's ever offered anything for it. And I think people know that it would cost a lot anyway, and they don't. Probably most people would not be willing to pay. I mean, I'm not saying that if someone offered me enough, I'd sell it. I'm just saying that people in general wouldn't want to offer just because, yeah, someone says $100. Well, there's my first offer. Someone offered me $100 for that Bat Knob auto. So, there we go. But this one is, I think this might be my most recent pickup. I got it, I don't know, a few months ago. I haven't picked up any Bonds odds in a while. That's a nice one there. And then, this is an Evolve. All right, well, there you go. What is my monster number? So, Silver Jackify, I don't know if that was directed at me or you're asking somebody in the room a monster number, but I don't know what a monster number is if you're asking me. And then here's a Fresh Ink auto. Very nice there. I like this card a lot. It's just a very classy, clean looking design. Really nice card from Fleer. And then the Upper Deck Evolve. Oh, okay. So, yeah, they call it the monster set. And how many monster cards? I'll pull out my T206s in a minute. I think I got 4. I don't have a whole lot of them. And they're all Giants, too. They're all New York Giants. Yes, Mays and Bonds do have a dual auto. It's from, I think it's 2000 Donruss. And Mays' auto is on the front. And Bonds is on the back. Here's another Evolve. This is the one I got from RBI Crew 7. So this was formerly in a Beckett slab, and it was slabbed authentic. Didn't have a numerical grade, so I cracked it from the slab. Many of you probably watched me crack this out of the slab on one of my on one of my videos. But this card looked hideous in a Beckett slab that said authentic. So I wanted it out, and I'm so glad I cracked it. Looks so much better in a magnetic. And then this one I got at the TriStar show. Max may even have been with me when I traded this, actually, another Bonds auto for this one, and I'll show you the Bonds auto I traded because basically I had doubles of the same card. So I was glad to trade for this one. But I like this one a lot. So SP. Is that the one? What was that one? Someone was asking me, do I have a specific card? Maybe this is it. I don't know. No, this is a SP signature. Okay. And then this nice upper deck auto, jersey auto. Cool card there. And then this one I got off of Beckett Marketplace. This is the only Bonds auto I got off of Beckett Marketplace. But there were a bunch of them on there for like 45 bucks. And I had to buy it because you never get Bonds autograph cards for $45. But that's a great looking card. And it also completed a rainbow. So it's like a really great card to pick up. This is one of my LCS pickups. Upper Deck is still around. They have the exclusive license for hockey cards. They don't really make baseball cards. They are hockey cards. But that one I picked up at my LCS. And then, is this the one? Autographics? Is that the one you're at? Somebody was asking me if I had a card. I think it might have been this one. But I got the, what is this thing called? Skybox Autographics. That's just a great card. This is a really old auto of Bonds, too. This is like when his signature was at his all-time low, though. As far as quality of the auto. The legibility of the auto, should I say. The quality of this auto is fantastic. It's a perfect autograph. And then the Topps 10. It's a nice one there. And guys, comment. Let me know if what you think of my Bonds autos. And then this one's beautiful. This was something that you could get out of regular Topps, and the odds on pulling one of these were 1 in impossible. Yankees Win wants to know, do I collect football? The answer is no. I look at a football card and I have absolutely no idea what I'm looking at. In terms of, I have no football card knowledge at all. I do have a few Jameer Miller cards in my collection, but that's only because I went to high school with them. But other than that, I do not have any football cards. I love this card here with the Giants logo on the background. Scott wants to know how long it took me to get all these autos. I probably picked my first Bonds auto up in 2000. I would say 4 or 3 or something like that. So it's been, what's it, 2018? So maybe 15 years. No, I bet you I picked up my first Bonds auto, not 14, 13, 12 years ago maybe. I think more like 12 years ago now that I think about it. This is a great card. It's got 90 MVP inscribed on the bottom. But the only thing I don't like about this card is it should have featured Bonds in a Pittsburgh uniform if he's going to inscribe 90 MVP on it. Because he was with Pittsburgh in 1990, not the Giants. Other than that, the card's pretty awesome. So I got that one. And then these are all my non-licensed Barry Bonds autographs. I got quite a few. Most of them are Panini, but I'll show you. No, there are some with the college uniform where it's fully licensed. But like one like this, this is classic. This is a really old autograph card. It's like 95. But even though it's not fully licensed, just the angle of the card, you can't tell. But just a great card. Love this card. Love that card. So if anybody ever wants to pick up a certified pack-pulled Barry Bonds autograph, these old classic cards are the least expensive ones you can get. And you can still get them for 50 bucks if you really are patient. You can find them for 50 bucks. These are about as cheap of a Bonds autograph as you can get. And then I have this one as well. This is my oldest certified pack-pulled Bonds auto. And I think it's from, I don't know what year, but it features Barry Bonds in the Prince William Pirates uniform. So it's a really neat looking card. Something different. Of course, it's not licensed. You don't have any logos on it or anything. But still just a cool card. And this one actually you might be able to get even cheaper than this one here. I mean, you can find these for $50, so they're pretty inexpensive. But just a neat card. I do like it a lot. So that's a nice one. And now we'll get in, the rest are Panini. This is a 1-of-1, so my second 1-of-1 Barry Bonds auto. And so Panini does a great job with a lot of their cards, being that they don't have full licensing, because this card, you know, you could get the back of the uniform with his number, and it's showing him finishing off his swing, so it presents beautifully, even though there's no licensing on it. So love this card here. 1-of-1 auto. And then this is probably my favorite Panini auto. And again, they did the same thing on the uniform. But this is the Flawless. And look at those patches. I don't know if these are game worn or not. Probably not. Maybe player worn patches. I don't know. But still, it's just a beautiful card. Just beautiful. Love it. And then my first this is my first post-career Barry Bonds autograph card. And I saw Ricky Russo pull this out of a box of, what is it, National Treasures, a silhouette. And after about 3 months of me asking him about it, he finally sold it to me. And look at that beautiful autograph. Just a beautiful, beautiful autograph. So love that card. And then this is probably like, this is my biggest purchasing mistake, Barry Bonds auto. Silver Jack, if I can relate to that, but I did make a mistake with this one. This is like a patch auto. This isn't one numbered to 10. And I paid like $250 for this card. But part of the reason why I paid what I paid is because it has a little patch in there. But man, I'm telling you, after I bought this card, I saw other examples pop up. And I bought it because there's only 10 of them, and I wanted to make sure I got one. But there were other examples that had way better patches in the relic window. And they all sold for the same price. So I choked on this one. That is not a very good, I mean, it's a very small patch. So that was a Barry Bonds autograph purchase mistake. That was just me not being patient. So for all you player collectors, better to be patient. And this card probably wouldn't sell for nearly what I paid for it now, just because the patch is not that good. But still, I love the card. I might try to upgrade this one day and then just take the loss and sell this one, or give it to my friend Ben or whatever. And then this is a nice one. Really like this card. It's my only shadow box autograph Barry Bonds card. And again, Panini, good job the way they masked not having the logos. This one's numbered to 10. That's a nice card there. Look at the shadow box action. So pretty cool there. And then this is the only Panini I have with him in a Pittsburgh uniform. So nice card there. Really nice looking auto on the card. Just a beautiful card there. And I got one more Barry Bonds autograph card to show. And that is this one right here. And this is one of the ones where you do have logos, because he is in his college uniform. So there we go. So it's kind of cool to have a college autograph card of Bonds. So I got the college. I got one with him in the Prince William, which is like a minor league uniform. And then, of course, Pittsburgh and San Francisco. So there we go. That's my Bonds auto collection. And then somebody was asking what my favorite patch or relic or whatever Bonds autograph or my favorite Bonds card, and it's this one right here. I have it in this box, so I'll show you guys. God, this card is just, I have to look at it before I show you guys. Oh, I love this card. But it is the 1997 Topps Finest Gold Embossed Refractor. Just a stunner. If this card was Ken Griffey Jr., it would be a $10,000 card, but it's not Ken Griffey Jr. It's still a pretty nice card, but man, I just look at that shine. And then, like where Bonds is, it's like fully embossed. And then, Yankees win. You're going to be disappointed about A-Rod refractors because he didn't sign with Topps until 1998. So you will not find any A-Rod refractors until 98. So A-Rod does not have a 1997 gold embossed refractor. And then I'm showing you guys a back because a back has, look at that shine, man. Fucking A, man. Look at that fucking shine. God damn. Oh, man. Just a beautiful card. This card is just so beautiful. This is my favorite Bonds refract. This card is just incredibly beautiful. And I got it for really cheap back in the day. He has another embossed refractor from 97 Finest. This is a 1997 Finest silver embossed refractor. And this card is also beautiful. The gold embossed is, this is kind of like a holy grail card for the 90s for player collectors. And it does have the decal edge like that autograph numbered to 2. And but this one, it does not have the decal edge. But still, look at that. God damn, that card is beautiful. Just what a beauty, man. Love these old refractors. So guys, comment, let me know what you think of those old refractors. And then just to kind of compare, they had the regular refractors too from that set. The silver and the gold. So they look good, but nothing like the embossed ones. Oh man, good old school. And then here's another one of my favorites. So this one I actually finished the rainbow. And I got the 1 of 1 from 2006 Finest. So that one's cool. And then, but my favorite non-1 of 1 out of that rainbow is the gold X-Fractor, numbered to 10. These older cards, guys, I know that the 1 of 1s and cards numbered to 10 are kind of a dime a dozen now, but the older stuff is different, man. It's just different than the newer stuff. Hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in, bud. If you go back on my archive, they showed off all my Bonds autograph cards. What the hell is wrong with that? Okay, that's just something on the cover. So anyways, I'm going to put this box away. And then if you guys want to... So someone had asked to look at my collection, so that's why I showed it off. You can't see. I know. I got my glasses, but man, I know you can't see because you're blinded. So you're doing good. Good to hear, man. Let's see if I got more shine in here. Here's a really cool one. A lot of people don't know about this parallel. It's the Stadium Club Chrome First Day Issue Refractor. This one's numbered to 25, and this is from like 2000 or 1999, something like that. I always forget. Anyway, I'm going to put this thing away. I don't want to bore you guys at the same old with this showing off my Bonds cards. I showed off plenty tonight. Do I have any superfractor? I'll show you a superfractor I have, and then I'll talk about it a little. All right. Since you asked. All right. So basically, Barry Bonds. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this set here, but Topps produced a baseball card for every home run that Barry Bonds hit in his career, and they were all inserts. The whole set was inserts, and they were issued in packs between like 2004 and 2007. And I managed to collect the whole set. It took me about 10 years to complete the set, because it's not like you bought a pack of Barry Bonds home run history cards. They were all, every single card was an insert. And I think they were inserted like 1 in 4 packs or something like that. So they weren't a tough insert, but when you're trying to find 700, they made 700, Topps made 756 cards. And they did it over the course of 3 years. So certain cards you could find like in 2004 Topps Series 1, 2004 Topps Series 2, and then they did like 2005 and 6 and 7, and they were printing, and they were, when they started the set, Bonds hadn't even broke Hank Aaron's record. But I'm gonna tell you the whole story, because I think it makes this set that much cooler. So Topps made a card until Bonds broke Hank Aaron's record, which is 755 homers. So Bonds tied Aaron at 755. And then the last card in the set is card number 756. Okay? But this is the problem I had with the set, is Barry Bonds didn't stop at 756 home runs. He proceeded to hit a few more. He ended his career at 762. And it always bothered me that Topps stopped the home run history set at 756. So what I did, and everybody knows this guy, Tanner Jones, aka Jose Canseco Collector, he is a master at making custom cards. And so I contacted Tanner about 3 years ago now, and I asked him to complete the set for me, and that's exactly what he did. And so I'm going to show you. And we went back and forth for about 2 weeks, and I designed the cards with him. So he didn't know what to do, but this is what the ones that came out of packs look like. Okay? And then here's the back. So, and I'll show you what Tanner did. So first of all, we were playing around. First he said, see how there's like a Topps logo in the right-hand corner? Tanner will not use company logos in his customs, okay? So mine don't say Topps. So, but I designed this. I'm very proud of this. I designed that, and I designed it to kind of look like the Topps logo right there. And what it says is BBHRK, which is Barry Bonds Home Run King. So this is what the cards look like. And so that's card 757. And when we were playing around with it, he's like, do you want the card, you know, the home run in white or gold? And he showed me some different options. And at first I'm like, I want it to look like the rest of the set. But then I was like, you know what? No, forget that. I want anything after Hank Aaron's record should be in gold, because these are all record-breaking home runs. So we went with gold. Of course, he was able, and something that I was very grateful for. This is copyrighted, that symbol, the Barry Bonds, but I don't think Tanner realized that, and I kept my mouth shut. So I did get the Barry Bonds logo right there on it, but of course he didn't do the Topps logo. So that's the front, and then the back was a pain in the ass, because I had to go back and find out all the information, because the information that's on the back, it says date of the home run, stadium, and then the city, opponent, inning, pitcher, men on base, and outs. So I had to acquire all that information for Tanner, and he filled it out. So that's his card. and that's what tops look like. So I had to do the research, get all the information, and of course I had them put one of one on the back. So I have the only true full complete set of Barry Bonds home run history cards, and this is all piggybacking on the superfractor question. So I got 757, 758, 759, 760, 761, and 762. All right, all one of ones, none of which are superfractors. But anyways, you guys will see where this is going. All right, so let me just put these away here real quick. 4, 5, 6, and oh, okay, huh? Okay, I'm missing a card. Oh, okay, 755, 56. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to show you my superfractor, and it is and it isn't a superfractor, but I asked Tanner to make me a superfractor of 762. And there we go. And it turned out fucking fabulous. I'm telling you guys, if you ever want a custom card made for your collection, and Ray, aka I collect Ichiro, if there's anything you want of Ichiro that doesn't exist that you wish it did, contact Tanner, because that guy makes unbelievable cards. So there's the superfractor, and one of the things that he did different, he asked me, do I want the logo gold or black? And I'm like, well, it wouldn't look good in gold. As you can see on the regular one, it's gold. This one, it's in black. And then the name's in black too on the bottom, where it's in gold here. So this is a project we kind of worked on together. Of course, he created the cards, but he consulted me on exactly what to do. But that card is just unbelievable. And so there we go. So that's it. It is and it isn't a superfractor. But the reason why I don't have any Bond superfractors is he retired, and our top stopped making cards of him in 2007. And like I said earlier, they have never made a base card of him after 2007. Anything that Topps has made of Bonds after 07 is only autograph cards. So, but the superfractors weren't really around in 2007 or before. There are a few of them, but they're not that many to be had. And basically, I've never seen one show up in the marketplace. I don't think I've ever seen a Barry Bonds superfractor before. So I know they're out there, but whoever has them, they're not leaving anybody's collection. So, all right, well, call your mom. Thanks for stopping in. So anyways, yeah, that's that. So anything else you guys want to talk about? Man, I've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes already. I'll wait here for a second, see if anyone has anything else I want to tell you, think, or just... Do I think the old hell yeah, the old superfractors are staying in collections, man. Any superfractor is pretty much, unless it's freshly pulled, it's pretty rare that one surfaces. And if it does, it's because, I'll tell you, the only way a superfractor is going to surface, it does look legit, but the only way a superfractor is going to surface is if somebody's getting a divorce. And I learned about this when I got my divorce 5 years ago or so, that my ex-wife really wanted me to liquidate my baseball card collection. And luckily she backed off. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So I think when people get divorced, or when people die, or when they are really old and they just figure, okay, I want to sell my collection before I die so that my family doesn't have to deal with my collection. So what's up, Ben? What's up, Ella? How you guys doing? And the man cave. So we got a Barry Bonds super collector. He just messaged me, and he's watching me on the big screen in his man cave. And Ben, I can't wait to see your man cave, man. That'd be awesome. So how did the collection look on the big screen? I gotta know how it looked. You could text me if you want. I know you can't comment on the big screen, but yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm so happy for the both of you, for that house. That's just sweet. I'm happy for your man cave. I know it's something you've wanted for a long time. I can't wait to come out and visit and check everything out. So that I hope will happen soon. I gotta wait for my wife to with the surgery and make sure she's nice and perfectly healthy before I can take any trips. So it might be a while, but not a super long time. Yep. Yep. You got it, Ray. So, hey, Ben, you gotta let me know if you won that Photo FX Gold that you were showing me. So, that's a great card. Man, yes, dude. I really want to check out Wisconsin, man. I really. So just so everybody in the room knows, my guru, Barry Bonds' friend, is on here watching. So all right. So anything else you guys want to talk about? Can you, which he collects? Oh, what was that? So I'm gonna okay, okay, so it was Wait 333. If he has collections, the pins, they are out if you were at the stadium for a home run. Oh, okay. I think Max wants to know, do you have the pins that the stadium gave out when Barry Bonds was hitting all those home runs? Because I know I'm sure Ben has all of them. He's a much more extensive Bonds collection than me. I'm the mini Bonds collector in the YouTube community. So did you see what I picked up today? I posted on the Bonds collectors. Oh yeah, you commented on it or something, I think. But yeah, I got that one. You and Max, I think, both commented on it. Love that card though with Tejada and Barry. So what's with Barry's face on that card, man? You can't even see it. Anyway, there we go. All right, guys. Well, I am probably... Yes! Hot dog wrappers! So, hey, Ben, did you see my customs that I was showing off? If you did, let me know. The ones that I had custom made for me. What's my opinion on breaking boxes? Well, my opinion is I'm really, 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 really glad that people break boxes. I just personally don't, because as a player collector, because I have such a focused collection, there's absolutely zero reason for me ever to break boxes. So I don't. But I think that people that break boxes, there's two types of box breakers. One, there are hobbyists that do it because it's fun, and they're not really looking to do anything but have fun and maybe collect a set. And then you got the people that are busting boxes because they have a gambling addiction. That's what I call it. And those are the people that spend thousands on breaking wax, find the best cards, sell them, and then buy more cards so that they can pull them and sell them. To me, it doesn't make... I can't relate. But I'm sure glad that they do that, because they put all the great cards into circulation so that I could put them in my collection without overpaying for them. So... Okay, so someone's asking me what 2018 sets I like the most. And I would say that I like all 2018 product, but I don't really have very much of it. I don't know what, I mean, I think they all look good. I like them all. But I was just saying, I don't really break anything. I'm more of like a singles. I pick up singles. And I did open up a few 2018 Topps blaster boxes for fun. And I like the 2018 Topps set. The borderless set. It looks nice. So it's kind of interesting that the flagship set for Topps the last 2 or 3 years hasn't had borders though. So almost like the early Stadium Club days look to them. So, but I just like cards in general. So I can't really say anything bad about any cards. I know a lot of people have opinions. I know it's funny, like sometimes I watch YouTube videos and people are complaining because there's too many parallels or too many autographs or too many relic cards or too much of this or too much of that. But like I've said before, the only reason why all those cards are being made is because that is what that's what people want when they open packs. So even though we want to pull all these like cards, we don't want to collect them for some reason. I don't know. It seems like that's like what people are saying about it, which cracks me up. So there's a little bit of irony there. I don't want to collect those, but man, I'm sure happy when I pull them. So the Leaf Best of Baseball, isn't that like a repack product or something that has the acetate cards and, you know, maybe a few Leaf products? Anyway. Yeah, I'm not the Leaf Best of Baseball. I think that's a repack product. Buyback cards, yeah. So you can find some probably pretty sweet stuff in there. Do they have do they have the T206s in there ever? Somebody earlier was asking me how many monster cards do I have? I think that was Silver Jackify maybe. I'm not sure, but I'll bust out a little bit of vintage, I guess, to show that. Most of them are graded, actually. So I bought all my graded tobacco cards off of Maxa Jackson. I haven't gotten too much into the tobacco stuff, but it's nice to have a few of them around in the collection. So I got this one here. And Max is telling me that this one is a short print because it was only available in a certain series or something like that. This is a Doyle. I don't know. You'll have to remind me if you're still on here, Max. Or oh no, this isn't it. It's one that I bought from him at the TriStar show. I'm getting them all mixed up. But this is a cool card. It presents real well on the front. But it cracks me up, someone wrote on the back how many subjects. So it's the 350 to 460 subject they wrote on the back. But just a really cool card. Nice looking example there. That one was sent to me by Jerome, a.k.a. Yankees Cards. He absolutely surprised the heck out of me when he sent me that one. And then this thing is a thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. This is probably the card that has this is by far the worst condition card I have in my collection. And it's a T206, but the reason why I love this card, one, it's a New York Giant. And two, it's a tougher back, it's an old mill back. So it's nice to have an old mill back in the collection. It's not the toughest back, but it's certainly not like a Piedmont or anything like that. But very nice there. And then I'll show you guys my graded ones. So I think I got five total, because I got 3 graded, and then And then those two right there. So Silver Jackify, if you're still on here, I think you were the one asking me about it. Let's see. All right, here we go. So all these I bought off of Mr. Max Jackson over the years. And Max, if you got any more, always, you know, hit me up. This is a nice one. So Mike Donlin fielding. God, man, how great do these look in SGC holders? Really, for the tobacco cards, I really like them in the SGC holder. I purposely look for the SGC ones. And there's the back. Yeah, I think that one's coming up, Max. Here's my only Hall of Fame. Oh wait, no, wait, what's this one? Oh wait, no, yeah, this is the SP one. Okay. So this one was only available in the 150 subjects. And I think, Max, I can't remember if you were telling me it was only certain brands too. He wasn't available in all the brands. And then I got the Mike Donlin. Oh no, Red Ames, excuse me. So that one, Piedmont. So he had a pretty good career. He had over 200 wins. And then my only Hall of Fame, Rube Marquard. Very nice. And this one is a beautiful, sweet Caporal back. 350 to 460 subjects. So I like how SGC is able to narrow down the year based on the back of the card, you know, how many subjects. They can a lot of times figure out what year they were. Max is probably laughing at me because I'm not the biggest, most knowledgeable T206 kind of guy. But I do like them. And right now I just stick to the Giants. I do want to get a Mathewson, but man, when I see the images on like the really, like some of the PSA ones and what they're selling for, it's kind of priced out of the market for a Mathewson, I would say. Just because I don't want to allocate like the amount that it would cost to obtain a Mathewson to that card. If that money I'd want to spend on something else. If that makes sense, guys. So life is good, Michael. Yes, with the SGC slabs. What's up, buddy? Thanks for hopping in. I got a few other SGC slabs. I know you got that group. Look at that, Dave Stiggity Stewart. That's his rookie auto, right? It's a ballpoint pen, but SGC in the house. Oh man, this is part of my 59 set. I forgot I had this card in a slab. Nice 59 mantle. SGC. And of course, I got this autographed Monty Irvin. 52 tops. Oh, yeah. Joey was on here earlier. I don't know if he's on here right now, Michael, but he said that he is going to rethink sending in his Hank Aaron rookie after my thoughts that he should just keep it in the SGC slab. I mean, it looks so beautiful in that slab, man. And I think like that thing graded a 2 or something, and there was like a little bit of damage under the H. He's got really good. Joey has a very good eye for by the card, not the grade, because that is probably the most beautiful 2 Hank Aaron rookie card by far I've ever seen. I mean, the centering on that thing is spot on perfect. It's beautiful. Yeah, so I think he might end up keeping that card in his SGC holder. Like, if he's going to cross something over, cross something different over. He could find something else to replace it with. So Michael, what do you think about the announcement that SGC is talking about doing for at the national? It's based on that video that Snoop put on his Around the Hobby. But based on the video that Snoop put on Around the Hobby, it looks like they're going to scan the card and let the computers grade them. And I think that's what the grading services have been needing to do for a long time. That technology is there. And take the opinion out of it and just use facts, right? I mean, you might be able to give it a half grade bump based on eye appeal, and then give it the like let's say if it's a 7.5, right? You give it a 7 based on the scanned image computer opinion, and then if it's a really good looking 7, you might maybe give it a 7.5 based on eye appeal or something. I don't know how it would work, but that's how I would do it. And then that's funny. And what was it? SSPC or somebody's doing the whole eye appeal thing on cards that are already graded. I think that's pretty hilarious, actually. But I bet you it's going to catch on because people always, I mean, you hear a lot of people, yeah, PWCC, thank you very much, those back pages. But anyways, people are always talking about buy the card, not the grade. And that pretty much is going to set the standard on buy the card, not the grade, if that catches on. I don't know if it will catch on. We shall see how that works. But man, Snoop, man, his videos are awesome. I love all that information. He's given us stuff to think about for sure. So, eye appeal is definitely everything. That's why here, I'll show you guys. I don't know how many of you guys were on here earlier, but I'll show you. I was at my LCS today. I went on a 27-mile bike ride, and of course, I conveniently rode by the LCS, and I stopped in. I picked up this Kirby Puckett rookie card, and it's graded a PSA 6, right? This card is beautiful. I see where the damage is. There's a little bit of damage, like, on that corner there. The damage on it's almost like the card was sitting in the factory box and someone dug their fingernail trying to get the card out of the box. You know, when you're trying to get cards out of all you set collectors will know what I'm talking about. And that's how the damage occurred. But you know what? You could barely see it. I had to look for a long time to find it. But I guess the bottom line is I got great eye appeal, but I asked my card shop, well, how much do you want for that? Because they didn't have a price. It was like in some random box of cards that weren't out on the weren't in the showcase. Yes, fingernail. Yes, fingernail damage. And they told me $8. I'm like, $8? Come on. Of course I'll take it. I kind of like celebrated inside my head when they told me $8 for that card. I mean, who in their right mind wouldn't buy it for $8? Who cares if it's a 6? Beautiful card, man. I love it. So, $8. $8. And the kicker was I had a 15% off coupon too. So, $8 minus 15%. So, it costs more than that to grade it. Probably so. Probably so. Just a beauty though, man. Love that image. So I got that one. So that was pretty awesome. I also picked up another card that normally would cost $100 to $200 for $40, minus the 15% off coupon. But it does have a little bit of surface damage. I don't know. It's hard to see it. I mean, this card's just great for $40. Minus what? No, I think it was like 34 after my 15% off coupon. Couldn't say no. You can kind of see right here. I've seen that on these cards before, though, where there's like, I don't know, maybe the way it rolled, like, because you know when cardboard stock comes in a roll and it's almost like the roll had a little bit of a, not a crease, but like a roller mark, I guess you could call it. But that's the only thing wrong with it, so I couldn't say no to that price. So anyway, yes, such a beauty. That Jeter SP card is always one of those cards you always want to add to your collection. So, it's not a 6 or a 7. The Jeter, well, maybe a 6. There's no way it would grade out a 7. I have a 7, and actually, it might be in here, and it looks a lot better because it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I'll look and see. Here's my 7. See, it doesn't have that roller mark on it at all. But these cards, like, when you look at the surface, they're not flat a lot of times. Like, this card isn't perfectly flat. There is a little bit of waviness to it. So I think that's common with these cards, but there's the 7. Got this one off of Bob Barth. Tobacco ads? Max, are you asking if my LCS sells tobacco ads, like a Piedmont tins and stuff like that from back in the day? I could ask them. I'm sure that they would have it. They love all that old vintage stuff, dude. So, that's a great question. If they do have it, oh, cards? Yeah, they have tobacco cards. I was in my LCS last Tuesday, actually, with Schmitty, because we went to the Sonoma Stompers game and we met up with Eric Burns. Many of you may have seen Schmitty's videos, but Schmitty was asking, you know, he looked at all their tobacco cards. He was looking for the Philadelphia Athletics, but they didn't have any Philly Athletics. Okay, so Michael is asking, what do you guys think? I think SGC is trying to compete with PSA for modern cards, post-war cards by doing this. You think that it is possible, or will SGC always be the pure company? Michael, I think absolutely SGC. They are making an aggressive, I think a very risky but aggressive cut into PSA's business. And I think SGC is smart too, and I'll tell you why. Because if you watch people that send in submissions, how long has it taken them to get their PSA submissions back? A long ass time. So right now, PSA is kind of in a weak position as far as their customer service, right? So if you're SGC and you're going to roll something like this out, and you're going to invest all the money, you want to do it at the right time. And now is I mean, if they're gonna announce this at the national, if they're gonna be at the national taking submissions, and all the problems PSA is having with being behind, and PSA isn't behind because of the amount of cards that they need to grade. Don't ever think that in a million years. PSA is behind because I think it's a marketing strategy. This is just my theory. But PSA is behind because they don't want to hire the people to grade the cards. They don't want to upgrade their facility. They don't want to invest in all that stuff. And so, so it's almost like they could not be behind if they didn't want to, but they want to be behind. That's why they're behind. Has nothing to do with the volume of cards coming in. The volume of cards over the years has probably steadily increased at a predictable rate. It's not like they're getting orders in that they couldn't have never have anticipated. Let's put it that way. So PSA is behind because they want to be. PSA is behind because they don't need to be on time. They don't need to, because they're the standard in the industry, right? So if SGC, they're taking it's a big investment, a big risk. If they're not successful, they'll probably be out of business. There's a lot that could go wrong. But you know what? I don't think that anything that SGC is doing is going to backfire on them, because they're going into this at the perfect time. They're making the announcement at the perfect time. And there is a demand for competition within the slabbing community. People that slab cards, you see a lot of people talking about like favoritism and or like or like bumping the grade, like, oh, well, you know, I think this card should be a 7, so they'll send it back in. I think that guy, Blue Jacket 66, had a card that was graded a 4. He resubmitted and got a 6. How do you go from a 4 to a 6? That's crazy, right? That's insane. That should never happen. And you got all these people paying all this money, and what they're paying for is somebody else's opinion. There's no fact. They're not paying for facts. They're paying for opinions. So if you're going to pay all this big money for these high-graded, especially in the vintage cards, you better be buying a fact and not an opinion. And that's what SGC, based on Snoop's video and what they showed, I think that that's what SGC is going to provide the collecting community, is a fact-based grade, not an opinion-based grade. So that way, I think that the standard, SGC is setting a standard, and I think it's a wonderful thing, because I am always leery about paying, like you'll see on Elite Co 3, for example. He'll post those mail, like he'll talk about grades, and he'll say, listen, I don't know why I would pay for 1989 Upper Deck. I'd rather pay $60 and get a 9 that looks exactly like a 10 instead of paying $500 for a 10, right? And the reason why is because that I think Nolan knows that that 9 could be a 9 or a 10 on any given day, just like the 10 could be a 9 or a 10. So why are you going to pay an extra, you know, $350 to $400 on someone's opinion that day? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So, so my long-winded answer, Michael, is I think that it's wonderful. It's great for the hobby, and I think the SGC is probably going to knock it out of the park. They're going to, I think that that PSA loyal people are going to get burned a little bit, because there's a possibility that there's going to be kind of unintended consequences are going to start to occur. And I'm not talking about unintended consequences. This would be, I'm talking about like going back like 10 years. So unintended consequences is PSA grades cards. You give out a grade, and then the card has a value based on that grade. And that was a standard in the industry. The unintended consequences is PSA probably, it didn't occur to them, or it should have occurred to them, but so either it did occur to them and they ignored it, or it never occurred to them that someday the technology to have a computer-generated grade is going to be created, and it's going to basically, what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to, what? It's not a complicated word. It's a very normal word I'm looking for. Basically, obsolete. That's it. So the PSA grades will become obsolete. I don't know why it took me 30 seconds to figure out the word, or to find the word in my brain, obsolete. So anyway, yeah, Max says it's scary. Yes, it is. It's a little scary. But we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. It will definitely be interesting. Okay, so I'm going to read what Michael has to say here. So, well, SGC has to be competitive with their registry sets. I admit PSA is much better with online registry, but SGC is telling me that they will be close the gap better. Yeah, I think SGC probably didn't invest in their registries because they probably wanted to revamp their whole company all at once. That would be my opinion, just because it's more economical for them to do it that way. So it kind of makes sense that they want to kind of, it's kind of like the way I look at it is like infrastructure, right? Like you look at these countries that never had infrastructure, and then they build a city in the middle of nowhere, and this city, you can kind of like premeditate everything that you want created for the city, and you have a perfect city, right? And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go on YouTube and look at some of these modern cities being created. and like in the Middle East and stuff, just incredible cities, right? So SGC, because they weren't like, they don't have a huge stronghold in the collecting community. They don't slab nearly as many cards as some of the other companies. They have an opportunity to start fresh, look at the mistakes of all the other grading companies, address those mistakes, and come out completely fresh and just make a big leap and do it fresh and do everything that hasn't been done to this point. I'm excited. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with SGC. But they're definitely going to create a standard in grading, and I think that competition is what drives companies to do more, to do better. And I would expect that PSA would follow suit and kind of, you know, whatever SGC does, PSA will probably do, and who knows, maybe they'll do it even better. And if they do, then that'll be interesting, especially if people resubmit their cards. There'll be like, you know, like it's going to be interesting. You got the old PSA 10s, and then you have the computer generated PSA 10s. Let's see how that goes. Right, guys? Let's see how that goes. And I think PSA needs to come out with a pristine grade, because I mean, I know that their gem mint cards are typically better examples than a BGS gem mint 9.5. However, they still, the card doesn't have to be perfect to get a gem mint grade. And I know this because the 87 Fleer Barry Bonds card, that card only needs 60-40 centering to get a PSA 10. So if Topps did, or not Topps, if PSA came out with a pristine grade, which they really need to do, then obviously you would not get a pristine 10 on 60-40 centering. You get a 9.5 gem mint, and that would be awesome if PSA were to do that. They really need that grade between mint and pristine. You can't go from mint to their best offer grade. It just, there's just too much. And another thing I hope that SGC does, and I've talked about this for a long time, and I'm curious, I doubt they will, but it would be interesting if they did, is the grade 1. You could have 10, like you know how you have like a 1.5, right? Well, I think on a grade of 1, you could have a 1.0, a 1.1, a 1.2, a 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, all the way till you hit 2. And then after 2, then you can go from 2 to 2.5 to 3. And the reason why I say that is there are ones that look absolutely gorgeous, and there are ones that are that kill your eyes. And that would be awesome to see, like the eye appeal, right, of a 1. I would love to see a 1 have a you know, like 10 different categories of a 1. You could totally do that so easily too. So, but anyways, yeah, I think the grading companies are going to go through a renaissance. I think the infancy of grading is coming to an end if SGC does what we're thinking they're going to do. And then the infancy is coming to an end, and now they're going to come into a renaissance. And I bet you there's going to be a lot of experiments and a lot of things that are going to occur in the next 5 or 10 years. And then everything will kind of probably fall into place within the next 5 or 10 years, just based on what SGC does. Snoop's back in the house. Snoop, we've been talking about the whole SGC thing for about the last 10 or 15 minutes. Hopefully it was a good conversation. I know I enjoyed talking about it, but so anyways, anything else you guys want to talk about? Damn, I've been on here almost 2 hours. Good thing I had coffee. So, hey, what's up, Eric? Then a white holder. Oh, man. Dude, Eric, I don't think SGC would offer different insert colors, but I could be, who knows, maybe I'm completely wrong. And the reason why is in the secondary market, when people have a holder, it's just my opinion that everybody wants uniform. Everybody wants things to look uniform. They don't want cards that have different different colored inserts. They want collectors typically like things uniform. So I think just the mentality of a collector would prevent SGC from using different color inserts. However, you do bring up a good point that if a card has a black border, the black insert isn't the best look, but anyways, that's my thought on different colors. What up, Pat? Well, I'm surprised my Wi-Fi's held up for this for 2 hours here. So yeah, wow. So anything else you guys want to talk about? Are you still, or is the SGC conversation still going? Everybody wants. Hey, you know what, Michael? If you want, I can text you Aaron Davis's phone number, and you can give him a text and just let him know. I'll let him know that I gave you his number. He wouldn't get upset, and you could text him and maybe try to arrange a time to talk to him. But yeah, if you want, I'll do that for you. So Max, do a B-side, baby. Hey, dude, you got plenty of time because the giveaway is not going to end till the end of August. We want to give people a lot of time for whatever reason, maybe just to kind of get the videos circulating. Oh, Aaron's doing great, dude. He's doing fine, so don't worry about him. That's why I say, yeah, no, you don't have to worry about him. He's doing fine. Aaron is he's a busy guy. I mean, he's just a real busy guy, and sometimes when he gets, I mean, the hobby is he allocates very little time for this hobby, I think. Well, maybe he allocates more time for the hobby than I think, but not a lot of time for YouTube. So, oh, that 52 mantle. That's the one Brian, I think, is that the same one Brian? He went live on Facebook and showed us when he was in Times Square. So, man, that thing was beautiful. I wonder what a scanned image would say about that card, right? Would it still be a 10? But I guess estimates on the value of that card are about 10 million. That's what people speculate it would sell for, but who knows what someone would actually end up paying for the PSA 10 mantle. The thing is, there's 3 of them, right? There's 3 PSA 10 52 Topps Mickey Mantles. Whoa. Damn. Yeah, that if that 10 mantle came up, it probably would end up being the Holy Grail, which kind of disappoints me, I guess. I really think that Wagner should still be the Holy Grail. But us collectors, we got to get used to things change. So what am I going to do, right? Things change. Eric, you don't have that 2012 Trout, huh? Heritage? Let me see. Yeah, no one that owns a 10 mantle would ever get it scanned. You're right. Oh. Oh, okay, so I guess Eric doesn't want to pay 60 to 80 bucks for a 2012 Heritage Mike Trout. And Eric, I don't blame you, buddy. It's a great looking card. It's a beautiful card. I was talking with someone not too long ago, and evidently Heritage rookies or first year cards are pretty collected, probably number 2 behind the first Bowman card of a player, and then the traded rookie card or first Topps rookie or first Topps Chrome rookie card, the one with the rookie card logo. Those Heritage cards are pretty popular, and they should be. They're great. Look, they're great cards. So now, Max, what card are you talking about that PSA would never admit that it isn't a 10? Are you saying that if there was the PSA 10 Mickey Mantle 52 Topps, if someone sent it in to get scanned, if PSA adopted that technology, they would never admit that it wasn't a 10? That would definitely be a hairy situation. And maybe because of situations like that, PSA would be reluctant to go with the scan grading, just because it would devalue a lot of the cards that they've graded. That's a thought I didn't think of till just now. But yeah, that would be counterproductive for PSA for sure. So, dude, Eric, that McGuire you picked up is beautiful, by the way. But yeah, Heritage does have a huge following. Ah, okay, so you know all about graded coins, huh, Michael? I can't wait to get it. Oh, okay, yeah, that'll be a nice card. You'll have to show it to me, Eric, when you get it. All right, those back pages, thanks for hopping in, buddy. By the way, guys, he's kind of a new YouTuber. Check out his channel. He's got great content. Those back pages. So, just a little shout out to a new YouTuber. Man, it's kind of overwhelming now that on the subject of new YouTubers. It's overwhelming how many really good videos are out there. I can't watch all the videos now. I'm probably a month behind on videos. So. So we have somebody I'm not familiar with. That's Mariah Rosie. She says, hey, so are you a card collector? I've never seen you comment on videos or never seen a video from you. And welcome to the hangout. We've been on here for a couple of hours now. All right, retracted. Okay, that must be someone maybe she's not a card collector. I don't know. Oh, okay, you just joined. Okay, well, welcome. And then what is with the name Titanic Taters? Okay, Titanic Taters is, I didn't know this till Eric told me, but a tater is a home run. That's a term that the baseball community uses for home runs, and a Titanic tater would be a very long home run. So. Okay, one of my fellow bonds collectors, Reese Pate, is watching this while he's putting away cards. And I know you got a bunch of bonds cards in today. I saw those on the bonds collecting group, so good stuff, man. All right, I'm just reading your guys' comments here. So. Okay, so Michael wants to know how my wife is doing. And she's doing pretty good, but just, you know, still recovering from her sixth. She's a tough lady. Her sixth chemo treatment, and her surgery is on the 31st, so a week from tomorrow. And she's going to be getting a mastectomy. So, but the MRI, they did an MRI on her breast and it showed no signs of cancer. So basically, the chemo killed all the cancer, but they still have to remove her breast because there's calcifications, I guess, and there's it just has, you know, she, just to make sure everything is good, they're going to remove her breast. So that's where we're good. Yeah, so thank God, absolutely, man. That we found out about a week ago, all this information. So that was a huge relief that the chemo was effective. So we're super stoked about that. And now it's just a matter of getting through the surgery. And from what everyone says, my wife, it's awesome. She kept, you know, she was, you know, she's met a lot of people through the Facebook community on, you know, with breast cancer. And then she decided to look for a group of women that have breast cancer on Facebook, and she found one, and now she's getting all kinds of information. It's been really good that she joined that group. So I was real happy for her. They got, I guess Facebook has groups for everything now. So, but there's like a whole community of women with, she has the HER2 positive receptor breast cancer. So there's a Facebook group specifically for the HER2 positive receptor breast cancer. So there we go. Yeah, so Rice, Pate, how many bonds cards are unique bonds cards you have in your collection now? It seems like you get between, I would say between 2 and 10 every single day. You have been really killing it with the pickups, and a lot of your pickups I don't have. So you've been killing it. I've been kind of backing off a little bit. I mean, I still buy a lot of cards, let's face it, but I have been backing off a little bit lately. So you're at 4,700, so you caught up with me then, because that's about where I'm at. So the last, man, that's a lot of cards, dude. I guess you're knocking off all the easy to find ones off the list. Did you finish that home run history set yet? So PSA, I think from what I heard, oh, okay, you got a lot of time on your hands. That's why you're buying so much. So Michael wants to know what PSA, how much it costs to grade a card. And it's anywhere, I don't send in submissions, but I'll watch a lot of people talk about. But it's anywhere from $8 to like $20 a card, depending on the value and depending on if you're doing like how big of a submission you're doing and if it's on special or not. But if you do like a 500 bulk order and every card is valued at $100 or less, I think that the cost is like $8 a card. But I was talking to somebody, and certain cards are like $20 a pop just to grade it. If it's like a higher value card, it's like $20. And these are non-autographed. I know the autos cost even more. SGC, $10 a card. That's not bad. I mean, that's really competitive, especially if they don't have a value limit on the card. So if like you get a $50,000 card or a $20 card graded for the same price, I'm sure there probably is a limit on the $10 per grade. I would imagine, but hell, I don't know. I've never sent in a submission, so I don't know. What do I know? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. No, people don't talk about how much they spend to send into SGC. Oh, okay, a $250 limit. Gotcha. All right, well that's actually for $10, that's pretty reasonable, man. Because PSA, if it's over $100, I know there's a premium on the grading. Probably like $15 a card or $20 a card. I know some. So Otani, yeah, I guess. What's the deal with Otani? Is he like pinch hitting, or is he being a position player? Or I mean, I know he's not pitching because his arm's a little bit worn out. Maybe I get that Topps big card, like authenticated through SGC, the auto. So I'm gonna grab another box. I guess people are having fun in here, so I'll just keep hanging out until things die off. Any thoughts on the Trout rookie? Okay, that's a great question. And the Trout rookie has, it's had I mean, the Trout rookie isn't about the Trout rookie anymore. It's actually changed people's collecting habits, and it's changed the way people look at rookie cards. It's kind of like how rookies were in the 80s now. But the value of the Trout rookie, I think, okay, I'll never leave you, Brian. What is that Trout rookie selling for? Like for raw is $500 now. $500 raw. That's what Eric was telling me the other day. I haven't actually looked, but $500 for a raw copy of the 2011 Topps Update Mike Trout rookie card. And that is a lot of money for a card that's not rare and a card that's not old. And it's a lot of money for a player that is obviously the best of this generation, but I don't think that anybody would ever, when his career is done, I don't think anybody's ever going to consider him the greatest of all time. So basically, I think that card is way overvalued, but it's like I was talking about earlier tonight, it's a bandwagon effect. Because everybody wants that card, everybody wants the card. And I mean, even though there's a lot of them, evidently there's not enough supply to go around. So even though it's not a rare card, people are willing to pay $500 for it raw. So obviously there's way more demand than there are cards printed. And that would, I mean, but $500 raw is just incredible, man. I think it's interesting. I think it's good for the hobby, because what does that do? It gets people wanting to collect rookie cards. That's what it does. And you know what? That's what this hobby, I mean, that's one of the wonderful things about this hobby, are rookie cards. I don't know what it is, man, but I love rookie cards. I fucking love rookie cards. Love them, love them, love them. That's why when I was at the LCS today, I bought 2 rookie cards. I love them. Love rookie cards. Oh, dude, Max, are you still collecting Nate Sherholtz? Because fuck, man. I know you got probably the, probably more Nate Sherholtzes than anybody. Oh man, that's awesome though, man. That's your B-side collection, right, Max? But that's only your B-side collection if people haven't been watching you for a long time. Yeah, you buy the rare Sherholtzes. I know if a 1-of-1 popped up and it didn't cost you, and it didn't prevent you from buying your next T206 card, you probably would buy it, right? So I'm gonna grab another box, guys, and put some stuff away. Give me about 3 or 4 minutes. I'll be right back. I will be back though. Don't worry, guys. I just got to do a couple of things. I'll be right back. Hey guys, come on. Come on, guys. All right. I'm back. I get a feeling a lot of people are sorting cards and just hanging out. Yeah, Max, you should definitely do a T206 team set video. That would be pretty freaking cool. I guess you have the whole Giants team set, right? Do you have all the I think you got both the Mathewsons, if I recall, right? Or I guess there's 3 Mathewsons, maybe. Yep, all 3. That's pretty awesome, dude, that you got the whole team set. How many back variations do you have on your T206s? Are you like one of those guys that like you collect the team set, you try to get all the front variations, but then you try to get like find an example of every back? Okay, so Brian, even though we both live like where we could meet up at the San Francisco TriStar show, I live in the most northern part of the Bay Area, and Max lives in the most southern part of the Bay Area, so it would take us forever to... It would take Max 2 hours or more to drive here from his house right now. So he won't be joining me live tonight. The Bay Area is huge, man. Like, I think that probably where I live to where Max lives is the same distance as Philadelphia to New York, even though it's all part of the Bay Area. Is Bond still with the Giants organization? He's like on their payroll, and I forget at what kind of capacity. But the Giants tend to have like all their former players on the payroll, so that's not anything unusual. The Giants take care of their former players. I know Will Clark's on the payroll. Barry Bonds. You got all kinds of players, man. So I think he's like some kind of who knows? I don't know. Maybe like a clubhouse guy will swing by the clubhouse and give some tips every once in a while to the players. He'll come by the ballpark, and usually when he's at a game, he'll stop in at the broadcast booth. Anyway, let me show off some 500 Home Run Club baseball cards. Let me see here. Do the players do PR for the team? Sometimes. I know Willie McCovey's on the payroll, and he does like the Junior Giants, which is an organization to help like youth baseball in the Bay Area. Got this at the TriStar show. Max, I don't know if you picked any of these up. That's just a gorgeous card, though. Oh, man. Big Mac in the house. Yeah, you should have bought some of the mother's cookies. Carlos is there. That's a Tiffany. I think did I get this one off Eric? I think I got this one off Eric. Titanic Taters. You thought the story was weird? It was legit, dude. It makes sense to me. Mother's Cookies is a Bay Area product, you know. Yeah, Tony got his graded and they came back. All of them were authenticated, so love that. The rookies McGuire. I know these are all junk wax cards, so you guys are like, whatever, dude. But I figured I'd just show off cards while we're bullshitting here. I'm not showing these off to start a conversation. I'm just showing you guys something while we're all bullshitting here, really. Old Panini cards. I know Eric has all these. And then that card's sick. I got this one here. It's numbered to 99. I got it off COMC for like $1.25. That's the thing I love about the modern like Panini cards. You can get some rare ones for real cheap. So only would have bought Clark, and I already had. Oh, yeah. They had Will Clark. Didn't they have Kevin Mitchell too? I think he had Kevin Mitchell. This is a neat card. I got this one from my LCS a while back. Shows him in an immaculate. This is a college uniform. You know what I love about a good old box rummage, guys? Is you always forget the cards you have until you start rummaging through your boxes. And sometimes you'll like run across a card and be like, oh man, that card is cool. I forgot I had that card. So that's why I like to do a good old-fashioned box rummage. My only Ken Griffey Jr. auto. But it's a goodie. I tend not to collect multiple autos of players other than Bonds. Just because it can get a little pricey. Well, I just don't need multiple examples, I guess. There's a Griffey in a Reds uniform. Griffey. Look at that shine. I hope you guys got your glasses on. Somebody, my buddy Chris text messaged me today and said that the Joey Votto rookie card's going nuts right now. And that's like the Trout effect, right? The Trout rookie card effect. Like, I guarantee you a Joey Votto rookie card wouldn't be going nuts right now if the Trout rookie card wasn't worth $500. But that one's, and I'm talking about like the only real Joey Votto rookie is a 2002 Bowman. I love this card right here, the 96 Topps Chrome. I remember buying this card on eBay back in 1998. And that's back, like, if any of you guys are around on eBay back in the 90s, you used to, like, buy the card on eBay, and then you have to send a check or a money order to the seller and then hope that they would send you the card after they received the check or money order. They did not even have PayPal back in the 90s. So there was no protection for the buyer back then. And all the years that I collected and bought on eBay in the 90s, I never once got burnt. So that was pretty awesome. I remember one time a guy, it took him like 2 months to send me a card, but that was like the worst thing that ever happened. Man, you could tell, check this card out. It's a beautiful card, by the way. A 97 Topps Chrome. Ken Griffey Jr. Refractor. Man, just beautiful. But check out the bag I had it in. Horrendous. I got to throw this thing out and replace it right now, man. I can't use that anymore. That thing looks horrible. But I bet you I've had this thing in this same team bag since 1998. I thought there was like damage on the card, and I took it out, and I'm like, oh, the card's perfect. Anyways, remember the old screw downs? No one uses these screw downs anymore. We all use the magnetics. But man, I love the old refractors. God, they're beautiful cards. I just sit there and look at them. I remember the first time, or in the late 90s when I discovered refractors, I'd just get them, and I'd look at them like this, and I'd try to get them in the sunlight at the right angle, or any light source at the perfect angle, and then, whew, man, they're just fun to look at. Anyway, I was just... So I got to get another team bag. I'm sorting cards live while you guys are sorting your cards, right? Ah, how much better is that? Nice, fresh, crispy protector. Oh, man. There we go. The way it was meant to be. All right, so. But this card isn't man, these 98 Topps Chromes, see that Griffey? See how like the white of his uniform looks really green? And on my 90s page, for all you collectors, and I don't know if there's any collectors in here that collect 90s stuff, but that was a common problem with 90s cards, and 98 Topps Chrome is one of the worst. But they call it hulking, like the Incredible Hulk. And it's caused by moisture. Moisture. So anyways, it's part of the cards of that era. Pretty annoying though. 98 Bowman's Best. So the hulking occurs in cards from 93 through 98, but some issues you never get it, and this is one of them. The 98 Bowman's Best is just so gorgeous. God, these cards are just gorgeous. One of the most beautiful refractors of all time, 1998 Bowman's Best. Damn, I love that card. Oh, and this is not hulking. This one actually came green like this. But man, 1997 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor. I think they made them look green because the word atomic, you know, atomic kind of suggesting that it is radioactive. And radioactivity, a lot of people think of radioactivity in green. Especially in the comic books, right? Radioactive, man. No. Go through here. Here's some cool Griffey inserts, just cool inserts to show you guys. I love 90s inserts. So the Stadium Club. And then here's another Stadium Club die cut. 98. God, these cards are beautiful. And then the flashback. You see a lot of these with that hulking on them. This one, it's got a little on his face on the front now. It's just frustrating when these things do that. You can see it right here on his face. It's starting. But whatever. Just have to deal with that. Thank God it's just in that one, the Topps Chrome products from 93 to 98. I should do a video on it someday. Talking about it. I might do that. Perfect. Yeah, I need to put all my top loaders. I need to just order perfect fit sleeves for my top loaders. Because the problem is debris and dust and shit can get in there without the perfect fits. And I haven't been using them, but I need to. All right, there we go. This is a really nice card. God, I love that card. So who all's in here? Let's do a little roll call. It shows 16 people. Yes, Hall of Fame collector. I'm going to. I just haven't got around to ordering the perfect fits. That's a nice one. Blast Master. All right. Okay, so I think we're getting some roll calls in here. That's a nice one. This one I picked up at my LCS for like $10. So I was really happy to pick this one up. The Special FX die cut, 1996 Special FX die cut. And so, I'll show off another player now. I got more Griffies, but I won't do my whole Griffey collection. Here's the tail end of my A-Rod. I still like collecting A-Rod for some reason. Yeah, they make perfect fit for pretty much any thickness card or top loader or magnetic, huh? So it's not one perfect fit sleeve for all magnetics, or is it like, you know, anything 100 point or less so you have one perfect fit, or 75 point or less, and then 100 to 130 point might have a different one, or how does it work? I guess I could go on their website and look. Anyway, I won't show off too many of these. This is probably boring to most of you guys, even though I'm like enamored. Here's another 98 Bowman's Best. I got to show this one off. Okay, that makes sense. 260 and 260 to 3. Yeah, that makes sense. See, here's a damn. I'm gonna have to switch this bag out too. God, look at that thing. All right, now check this shine out, man. All right, you guys got your shades on? Fucking A. These cards are so beautiful. Oh, 20 to 55 point. Yeah. They don't make 20 point magnetics, or maybe 20 to 55 point top loaders you're talking about. Oh, man. I don't know if you guys know Patrick, aka Ratty Cards, but I bought some of his sleeves and they're pretty good. I got some of my Bonds cards are in his sleeves. Max, that's funny. Well, he probably wanted to make sure, because I bet you that guy, people ordered SGC sleeves by accident, and they meant PSA. So he's probably just making sure, because that mistake I'm sure that mistake was made before. Anyway, I'm gonna put all this stuff away. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh man, Ted Williams special on PBS, huh? Sounds like fun. All right. Holy crap, I've been in here for 2.5 hours. I think I'm talked out. So I'm gonna go, guys, because it's been 2.5 hours. So maybe I'll watch the Ted Williams special on PBS. Sounds like a good idea. It's a wrap, guys. Thanks for hopping on, hanging out, and we'll talk later. Peace.